Advent season, fourth week, Wednesday, Gospel reflection. The need and necessity of taking the great things into one's heart. All who heard these things took them to heart, saying, "What then will this child be?" The difference between heart and mind. A heart and mind are the two important faculties of human beings. Both are necessary to have a deeper and a balanced view of something in our day to day life. Mind works on reason and logic, whereas heart works on feelings and emotions. In any situation, heart has preference over the mind. There are common expressions which highlight the importance of the heart. Usually, people say, "Here is a person with a heart," but we hardly hear about a person with mind. The distance between mind and heart. The longest journey you will ever take is the 18 inches from your head to your heart, says Andrew Bennett. The above quote tells us how difficult to travel from mind to heart. It's easy to reason out something, but it is difficult to bring the matter to the heart and to feel for it. One who really covers the distance from mind to heart will be a great person. Such a person is called the person with the heart, a human person, and a person who has a golden heart. Taking something into heart means total involvement. The event of the birth of John the Baptist and his naming ceremony became a special event. All the relatives and neighbors not only came, but they rejoiced over the incident, and they took this event and the joy of the event to their heart. This becomes possible only when the person is fully involved in the event and the event becomes very dear to him or her. So, taking something into heart means the total involvement of the person into the situation. A person who takes something into his or her heart cannot remain silent. The capacity of the heart is so great. Once something goes there, it does not allow the person to remain silent. It always motivates the person to do something in a practical level. So, persons of heart are those who do something at the practical level, which in turn helps many others. Jesus was the person of heart. In the Gospel reading, there are many references to the heart of Jesus and goes about a person who has a heart more than anything else. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls, says Matthew chapter 11:29. My heart is moved with pity for the crowd because they have been with me now for 3 days and have nothing to eat, says St. Mark 8:2. Do not let your hearts be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me, says St. John chapter 14 verse 1. So there are many references to the heart of Jesus than the mind of Jesus, because heart has a special place when it comes to knowing something and doing at the practical level. Mary pondered the things in her heart. Mary treasured up all these things and pondered them in her heart, says St. Luke chapter 2 verses 19. Mother Mary took all those things which the mind could not understand. By taking those things into her heart, she accepted the will of God and gradually understood God's plans for her. Taking something to the heart is a sign of total acceptance. By taking all those things, Mary accepted God's will and she offered herself to God's service. This is also the sign of humility and allowing oneself for the service of others. We are called to become the persons of heart. When a person is referred as a person of heart, the human quality of the person is highlighted. The quality of compassion, feeling for the other, sympathy, being one with the suffering, identifying oneself with those who are undergoing various crises and other problems. Jesus, being the person of heart, healed many sick people and had compassion for the people and even cried at the death of Lazarus and also for the destruction of Jerusalem. Am I a person of heart? Is my mind dominating too much, which does not allow me to become a person of heart? Am I stuck in the journey from mind to heart? Christianity primarily is the religion of heart, which enables one to serve the least and the lost one. Christmas is the event of the celebration of the heart, celebration of love